Hi there, welcome to the Brown Lounge. I'm Holly Brown, and today we're making French pancakes, you got it, crêpe. I'm going to focus on making a sweet crêpe today, and I've got a wonderful recipe. I've tried a lot of recipes, to be honest, and this one is terrific. It's so easy. And then I'm going to show you a little technique for how you actually fry the crêpe in a pan. And then I'm going to show you some of my very favorite fillings. Quite frankly, crêpe can be filled with anything or nothing because they're just delicious. But this time I'm going to show you a few things that you'll want to make at home yourself. So stick around. You're going to become a crêpe expert after this show. So the first step in putting the crêpe batter together is very easy. You want to take 2 eggs, just crack them right into the blender. Actually, just put everything right into the blender. We've got 3 tablespoons of melted butter right here. Put that in. We've also got 3/4 of a cup milk. We've got 1/2 cup of water. We've got 1 cup of flour, which we'll put right in, just like that. And we've got 2½ tablespoons of sugar, because we're making sweet crêpe, not savory. And then we're just going to put a dash, maybe a little bit more than a dash, about a tablespoon or so, tablespoon or 2 of Grand Marnier, and a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm just going to eyeball that. It's all in. We're going to close her up. We're just going to pulse for 30 seconds or so until it all is combined. And then we're going to let the batter rest. So we'll give it a spin. Looks great. Everything's all mixed. Looks beautiful. So once your batter's blended, just put the entire thing right in the refrigerator. Now, there's lots of different opinions and discussions on the internet about whether or not you should let your batter rest or not. So here's what I would say. Unless you're very finicky about your batter, you probably won't notice the difference, whether it's rested or not. But if you do let it rest in the refrigerator for half an hour, hour or so, or even more, you'll just get a more viscous texture and a slightly tenderer French pancake. So it's up to you. Don't stress about it. Whether you have time or not, it's up to you. I'm going to let this rest for a little while, maybe an hour or so, so you'll see how it turns out. Okay, here we are, step 2. We've got some wonderfully beautiful batter. As I said, I did let it rest. You can see that most of the bubbles have disappeared. It's well blended. And it has a very nice thin texture, you'll notice. You do not want a thick texture in a crêpe. You'll see in a moment why that's important. You'll see that I'm actually using a fairly old pan. This is not a nonstick pan. Most people do use a nonstick pan now, but I sort of have sentimental reasons for wanting to use this pan because I learned how to make crêpe with my mom when I was a kid at home. And I've literally had this pan for probably 15 years. So I'm not ready to give it up. I'm going to put the heat up to about medium. You're going to want to adjust the heat probably throughout the cooking process to see what's just right for your pan and your range. But I'm going to brush my pan with butter, just like that. And then pour about, I don't know, 1/8 of a cup maybe, just this spoonful of batter right in the middle, and then I'm just going to let it roll around the pan. As you see, I just keep getting further and further out to the edge. And then very thin, it's going to cook very fast, probably about 30 seconds or so. And then I'm just going to squeeze a little spatula underneath and turn it for and cook it for another 15 seconds or so, and it'll be just perfect. Looking beautiful. Now that these beautiful, freshly made crepes are all done, we're going to put all kinds of wonderful fruits, creams, sauces, chocolates, caramels on top. So hold on, I'm going to show you 4 great ways to put wonderful fillings into a sweet crepe. So for our first crepe, we're going to start off with a classic. So this one is going to have Nutella and bananas. And Nutella is a hazelnut spread that I'm sure you're familiar with. It's very, very rich, so you just want to use a bit. Just put it right there on the crepe, just like that. And then we're going to put some fresh banana slices, just like that. Fill it up, and then we'll wrap it and give it a little whipped cream on top, just like that. Fold it over nicely, and there we go. And then we'll top it with a little whipped cream, and we're good to go with the Nutella. So that's an easy, classic, no problem. The next one we're going to do is a little bit fancier. I've actually made some lemon curd, and you can actually get the recipe on thebrownlounge.com. So this is a wonderful lemon curd. It has a nice sweetness to it, but it still has that wonderful lemony taste. We're going to do the lemon curd, and then we're going to put some blueberries, fresh blueberries, on top, just like that, with a little bit of whipped cream on the inside as well to just give it a little bit of extra sweetness. And then we're going to wrap it up just like that. We'll also top it with just a little bit of whipped cream on the top for some extra beauty. I've also got a little bit of zest, which will add a little, again, just a little beauty to it, and a little lemon slice here that we can put on top. And then, just for good measure, let's go like that, just for a little extra, we're going to put a little powdered sugar. Isn't that lovely? Okay, next up, we're going to do a strawberry-filled crepe. So this one is going to have a whole combination of strawberry jam, which we're going to layer gently and lightly on the bottom, just like that, and then put some fresh strawberries in there, just like that. You know, I'm also going to put a little bit of creme fraiche. If you're not familiar with creme fraiche, you can buy it in the store. It tastes like a combination of the sourness of sour cream, but a little bit of the sweetness of yogurt, and it's just a little bit thicker than that. So it gives it a wonderfully nice texture. So we've got that there. And then we'll wrap that up just like that, fold it right over, and then put a little bit of whipped cream on the top, and then of course a little bit of chocolate sauce, because who doesn't like strawberries and chocolate? There we go. Gorgeous. So easy. So hopefully all of these great fillings are making you want to make your own crepes at home. And last but not least, and this was inspired, I was inspired to make this one because I used to go when I was young to a creperie in San Francisco called the Magic Pan. And one of my favorite crepes there was an ice cream filled crepe, and it was fabulous. So if you want a very decadent dessert, pick your favorite ice cream. I think this one is wonderful. It's dulce de leche. Just put a scoop right in the center like that, and fold your crepe over just like that. Now, once you've got the ice cream in, you want to pour your caramel sauce right over the top, just like that. Isn't that beautiful? And believe me, it is delicious. I'm going to top that with a little bit of whipped cream. And there you go. We've got 4 wonderful fruit-filled crepes. I hope that you experiment with your own. Definitely use this recipe to make the crepes themselves. Come back to the Brown Lounge often. We're always putting new recipes up on our site. We have a new show every week, and you can always come to the site and search for different types of recipes. We love to throw dinner parties, so a lot of our content is really focused on things that you can make easily that are fresh, delicious, beautiful, and perfect for making and sharing with your friends. And so come back, enjoy this, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. You know the drill. We'd love to share our experiences with you and see you back at the Brown Lounge soon. Enjoy. See you later.